What's up everybody, once again my name is Matt and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. In the last episode we fought the imprisoned for the third time and learned the first part of the Song of the Hero. In this episode, well, we're gonna return to the sky and make our way to the Eldin province to learn the second part of the Song of the Hero. And I know it seems kinda strange to leave one province and go directly to another without doing sort of anything in between up in the sky, since that's really been our trend thus far throughout this LP. But we really don't need to do anything up here right now. Don't get me wrong though, there's still stuff to do in the sky. It's just not really of the highest priority right now. So you guys can wave to Skyloft as we pass by, but we're gonna go directly to Eldin. But here's the issue, things are not going to be as they seem once we arrive in Eldin, and you'll sort of see what I mean once we get a chance to land there. But yeah, these problems are sort of becoming a trend while trying to learn the Song of the Hero. Yeah, I don't know why the game made that weird UFO sound, but the eruption caused us to get blown off course, and sadly we were captured by moblins and they stole all our gear, and on top of that they only left us with 2 HP. So yeah, sadly we're gonna hear the annoying Zelda beep from having low HP. Probably the only time we'll ever hear this during this LP, and I kinda wish I could get rid of it faster, but they don't give you enough hearts in this first room to completely rid yourself from it. Anyways, though, if we check out this barrel, guess what? We're gonna get a visit from one of our old friends. Ta-da! I'm here to save the day. Hey, long time no see. Huh? Don't tell me you forgot my ugly mug. I'm Platts, the Mogma you helped in the Northern Temple. I saw them dragging you off unconscious, so I tailed them. You're pretty fearless, eh? What are you up to now? Well, I'm kinda looking for a dragon. The dragon? You mean the dragon god thing? Yeah, I heard a rumor that a big dragon god lives in this mountain. You really like those fantasy stories, eh, pal? Why am I here, you ask? I just heard a rumor that some bad guys were getting together on this mountain. And everyone knows that when bad guys get together, they'll be fighting over some loot. Don't you gotta take care of your own business first? Haven't you noticed they swiped all your stuff? While you were out, they shook you down good, pal. You're gonna want to get your stuff back before you go and try anything else. I can get you started. I stole these back for you. Well, thanks a lot. So guess what? We got our Mogma mitts back. Hooray! Now we can dig in the dirt again. Time for me to tunnel out, pal. You got your work cut out for you. Good luck out there. Alright, well, thanks a lot. At least now with our Mogma mitts, we can get out of here. And trust me, guys, the first thing that I'm going to do is stop that incessant beeping. It triggers me as much as it triggers you. So thankfully, the game is nice enough to put this little tiny tent here with this stool that we can sit down on. And we're just gonna hang out here for a little bit as our hearts sort of refill themselves. Then once we're back at full HP, we'll be on our way. Also, you might notice that we're down 2 heart containers. That's because they stole everything, including our adventure pouch, which did contain the 2 life medals that gave us the extra 2 heart containers. So that's why we're missing 3 heart containers as of right now, but we will get those back before the end of this video. But before we can do that, we have to get all of our other stuff back. So yeah, that's gonna take a while. Let's get started. Hey! What are you thinking? You shouldn't be out here in the open with no way to defend yourself. This place is crawling with thugs. Well, just be careful they don't spot you while you're sneaking around. Oh, geez, yeah, this entire segment is essentially a stealth segment, so we're going to be sneaking around quite a bit, trying to avoid getting caught by all of these monsters, because if we get caught by them, well, they have, like, their own version of the Grucinator ready to go. And I probably don't even need to say this again, but seriously, pal, don't let them bad guys see ya, you hear? They ain't gonna do nothing nice if they catch you, so don't do anything heroic and get yourself caught. Got it? Yeah, I'm good. You know, I really worry about you, pal. It's a weakness of mine. Okay, tell you what. I'm gonna show you something good. Open up your map. Alright, what is it? I feel just terrible for you, pal. Here, let me do one more thing for you. Old Plat's here gonna show you what's in all the treasure chests. Ta-da! And hey, check it out, there's all of our items inside those treasure chests. So yeah, let's place beacons on those real quick just so we know exactly where those are and like where we can find them. After all, none of it looked like stuff I'd really want anyhow. Wow! But if some of those things are yours, I'll bet you're gonna want to get them back, right? Alright then, I'm going back to rummaging around for treasure. See you later. You know, if he already knows what's in those chests, it implies that he opened them up prior, so kind of wondering, like, why didn't he just open all the chests for us and then bring us our items? Like, he brought us our mitts, so clearly he could have, like, brought us everything else, but whatever. I guess he just didn't want to carry all that junk with him, and I guess I really can't blame him. So yeah, we're going to be sneaking around quite a bit all through Eldin Volcano, trying to get like a majority of our items back. So it's going to be kind of stealthy, kind of weird. We're basically playing like Metal Gear Zelda at this point, but it's really not too hard to avoid getting caught. Like the stealth segments are pretty straightforward. Just make sure you don't get too close to any of the enemies and you'll be absolutely fine. Plus, if you do get, like, close enough to them that they're alerted to your presence, as long as you're not, like, right next to them, you do have the opportunity to run away. And on top of that, I really wouldn't worry all that much about, you know, tracking down or figuring out how to go about getting your items. It can be maybe kind of confusing the first time you're going through here, but, it's pretty linear because basically you have one route that you can follow and actually make progress on, and it'll lead you to all the other chests. Like, you'll need the items that you get from each chest to get to the next chest is what I'm saying. So you can't really just go around and pick up any chest willy-nilly. You have to do it in a certain order, otherwise you're just gonna reach a dead end or end up getting caught over and over and over again. So obviously, since we do only have access to our magma mitts, we're going to be going underground quite a bit, at least until we start getting some more items. And speaking of which, guess what? Here's our first chest, so let's open this bad boy up, and I'm pretty sure this is the one that contains the gust bellows. So there we go, we got our first item back, and yeah, it's kind of funny how, like, there are Bokoblin icons over all of our other normal icons where the items would go. Kind of like a nice little touch they added to the game. Anyways, though, now we can just continue following this path and it should bring us to the next chest. But we do need to be a little bit stealthy because I'm pretty sure, yeah, there's a couple of enemies over here. What's nice is the game is kind enough to give us these pan-throughs on the camera to allow us to see pretty much everything in that particular area before we go in there, so we can sort of like plan our method of attack prior to running in. So I'm pretty sure as long as we get past this first wall, we can stick to like the left side and we'll be perfectly fine. So let's wait for this last enemy to come back towards us, and then we can very easily sneak around the left side and burrow into this hole. So like this entire sneaking segment sort of reminds me of like the part in Ocarina of Time where you're sneaking into Hyrule Castle's courtyard in order to see Zelda for the very first time. But obviously this is like way more fleshed out on like a larger field to go through, so there's a whole lot of sneaking involved. Anyways though, let's pop out of here and we should be right in front of another treasure chest. There we go, and I'm pretty sure this one is the one that contains our claw shots, so let's find out if I'm right. Inside we got... Holy crap, did you guys hear that? Like, the music sort of glitched out for a second. Like, it sounded like the game was lagging. Holy crap, that was really weird. I've never heard that happen before. I wonder if that's like a problem with my game disc or like my Wii U or something. I hope not, because we are kind of almost done with this game, and it would be really bad if like it just randomly stopped working right now of all times. I mean, my disc is kind of old, and it probably does have a few scratches on it, but hopefully that's really not that big of a deal, and we'll be able to finish this game no problem. Because I really don't want to like have to rush out one day and just buy like another copy of this game just to finish up this LP. Anyways, once you get over to this area by way of your claw shots, you want to hop on this moving lava rock, and this is probably where most people get confused, because once you get over to that area, there's like a ton of different paths that you can go down, but most of them just lead to like dead ends, and you can't really do anything there. It's like you have to really notice that this rock is just moving down the lava, and jump on it by faith, because it looks like it's going back to like the very beginning, and I'm pretty sure if we sat in this too long it would actually take us all the way back there. But you want to jump off here, because this is actually where we're going to find our next item. So yeah, do not ride that too long, otherwise it might take you all the way back to like the very beginning segment, and there is nothing over for you there now. Alright, so yeah, before we can pick up that chest, let's hide behind here and wait for this guy to pass by us, because we want to take our claw shots and latch onto these vines. And you'll notice that there are some very convenient bomb plants over here. So if we take one of these, we can chuck it at this watchtower. And guess what? Of course, just like any other bomb, it's going to blow up the watchtower and knock that Bokoblin into the lava. So now we're free to open up this chest and get ourselves, I'm pretty sure this is actually the whip. Yeah, there we go. Fantastic. So now that we got this back, we can actually do something with that weird, like, flower-looking thing that the camera panned towards when we first entered this area. Like, you might not have been able to tell what it is, but it's actually one of those weird, like, pea-hat flowers we saw when we were inside the Lanayru Sand Sea area. Why does it seem like the game is lagging so much in this area? That's really weird. I've never, like, noticed that before. But, like, back when we opened up that chest, and now when we activated this flower, like, it seemed like the frame rate just took a dive for a couple of seconds. That's really weird. It could be because I'm playing this on the Wii U right now, and, like, there is a difference between playing this on, like, the normal Wii and the Wii U, so maybe that's why there is a little bit of lag, but I've never noticed that, like, anywhere else while playing this on the Wii U, so I don't know, man. I'm kind of worried that it is my disc now. Hopefully that's just me being paranoid. But yeah, you do want to blow up that first rock, and then what you want to do is grab one more bomb for the road, because there is another like giant section of rock that we need to blow up, and this one is blocking the wind current that takes us all the way to the top of the summit. So now that that is gone, we can hop in here and go to the top of the summit, where we can find the rest of our items. And hey, check it out, it's the magma from before. What's up, dude? We's so hot. One of the most amazing treasures of the world just up ahead. Is that so? Well, we should probably go and talk to him and see what that is. Huff. A little while ago, all them bad guys started disappearing. Then I noticed they were all gathering up ahead. They must have something good. Is that so? Well, we'll have to check that out once we get, like, more of our items back. And I totally know what that guy means about it being hot, because, yeah, so I live up north in Connecticut, and, until, like, yesterday, it was just, like, 60 degrees, which is pretty nice. I mean, it's kind of chilly, but not too bad. I'm okay with that weather, because, like, my room in particular, when I start recording, gets, like, super freaking hot. Whereas yesterday, it decided it was going to go up to, like, you know, 75 degrees or whatever. And, I mean, that's nice when you're outside. Like, that is the perfect temperature. But, you know, when I'm in my room with, my, like, window closed with no circulation trying to record, it gets super hot. So it's literally like 90 plus degrees in my room right now, and I'm just trying to record. So I honestly feel like I'm definitely inside Eldin Volcano, you know, sitting next to like hot lava, which would be my computer at this point because it's just cooking trying to record this video. But I know exactly how Link feels right now. It's kind of an immersive experience, like virtual reality, except it's just I'm sitting in a hot room while playing through the quote-unquote hot section of the video game, which I know sounds really stupid, and don't get me wrong, it totally is, but that's basically what I feel like right now. Anyways, now that that tower is gone, we're free to open up this chest, and I'm actually not sure what this one is. I think it might be bombs. Oh no, this one's actually our scatter shot. Bombs is the last chest that we get. Alright, cool, not bad, not bad. So now that we got this, we can actually stun enemies that are on patrol. So it does make sneaking around just a tad easier. So let's use our claw shots to go all the way back up to where we just were. And knock some fools unconscious with our scatter shots. I mean, hey, they took us unconscious and took all our items. So, I mean, it only seems fitting that we sort of return the favor. Alright, so I'm pretty sure the last chest is, yeah, right over there. Thank goodness I placed those beacons. They actually do help out a little bit. But before we go any further, let's actually dig up here because, yeah, this one will always give you nuts for your slingshot. And I think I only had 4, and that would have not been enough to do what we need to do. So thank goodness there's that quick little restock there. Alright, so yeah, it seems like there's a really long area that you need to head through with like a ton of enemies that you might need to worry about, but really there's only 3 that you need to knock out, and you can get them from very far away, so it is not at all as like intense as it might seem. So let's just get this second guy out of here, and now all we have to do is knock out the 3rd guy on top of the tower, and we're pretty much home free. So, goodbye, my friend, and now very quickly before he wakes up, let's burrow down into this hole, and this will lead us to where that last chest is located. So this one's pretty simple. We just have to dig around to the left, that way we can pop this bomb over to the right, and blow up those rocks. You know, it's kind of weird how, like, the normal rocks that are perfectly round, we can break through perfectly fine, but the rocks that are, like, already kind of broken, we need to use bombs to break through. Doesn't really make any sense. Anyways, let's just open up this chest because inside is our bombs. Now, that is the final chest, but as you guys have probably noticed, yeah, we don't have all of our stuff back. There's one more chest in like a completely different area that contains the rest of our items, so we'll be going there very, very shortly. But for now, we just need to get out of here. And actually, we'll restock on bombs as well, just because we will need a few of them in the upcoming area. But remember back when we first went up to this area and we saw that magma who was like, oh, the best treasure must be up ahead over here, and it was like in that fiery area with 2 giant lava rocks? Well, now that we have our bombs, we can actually blow up those lava rocks and get behind him, and that's where we're gonna find the rest of our items. So we just need to make our way back towards him, and we'll get the rest of our stuff very shortly. But that does wrap things up for the stealth segment, because there's really no more enemies in front of us that we need to worry about, so we're in the clear. In case you guys are wondering what happens if they do catch you, they basically just fire the giant catapult at you and send you all the way back down to like the very beginning of this area. But I'm pretty sure you do get to keep your items, so really, besides like having to sneak your way back up to where you were, you don't lose all that much progress. Anyways, let's blow up both of these rocks. We really don't need to blow up the one like blocking the sandy slide, but might as well while we're here. We do want to make our way into like the volcano summit. Hey, check it out! There's our sword, guys! Hooray! We found it! Oh man, can't wait to get that, but first, let's get this chest because it's way more important because it contains a whole 5 rupees! Holy moly! Yeah, no, just kidding. Here's our sword. So, with that, congratulations, guys! We've got the true Master Sword back! Now we can cut through your troubles like before. We can also talk to Fi again because, you know, we totally need to do that. Thank you, Master Link. Please excuse me for leaving your side during this brief trouble with the volcanic eruption. While I was here, I detected a strong source of power emanating from the area on the far right. Signs indicate a 60% chance that the dragon who knows a verse from the song of the hero dwells there. Please reacquire the rest of your gear and continue your search for the dragon. You got it, Fi. Alright, so I know it seems like you shouldn't head through here yet, but you actually do need to go through here in order to find the rest of your gear. So, yeah, we're going to go through here, but not make our way towards the dragon just yet. Also, yeah, you guys probably noticed that goddess cube all the way over there. I'm actually going to try and hit that with the Skyward Strike and kill that guy at the same time. Heck yeah, man. 2-for-1 special, baby. And there we go. That goddess cube will get sent up to the sky. So yeah, we're not done with those just yet. Anyways, let's wait for this platform because we need to ride this all the way over to where that staircase is. And yeah, it's pretty much the only way for us to get over there right now. It stinks that we don't have our bow, but it's nice that the Skyward Strike is able to kill those guys with like one hit. So the game was nice enough to give us some form of a projectile to deal with those enemies. Anyways, yeah, before you go in there, make your way over to the left because directly in front of you is where the, you know, dragon is going to be. But, like Fi said, we want to reacquire our items first. So, let's stab this water flower real quick since we're going to use it to make a platform right over here. So, we'll just fling this directly into the lava. And, well, guess what we're going to find over here? A bunch of enemies. And you know what? I'm kind of ready to deal with these guys once and for all with my sword and take them out for all they've done to us in like the last couple of minutes. And also, guess what? Right over here is the last chest. So, if we open this one up, inside, we're going to get our adventure pouch. And look, the rest of our items are in here too. Fantastic. So, we got everything back finally. And our two heart containers that we were missing from the life medals have been re-added to our total life count. Fantastic. Now that we have everything back though, let's blow up this piece of volcanic rock, and this will take us back to where we found the Master Sword, and then from there we can just go like into that other room with the floating lava rock and go directly to the lava dragon's lair. So yeah, we're pretty much done, believe it or not. Like, our only trial was you know, finding all our items back, but that really wasn't a trial, and I probably could have made that jump, but I really did not trust myself. Like, I thought about it for a split second, but I was like, there's probably a possibility that I could just jump in the lava, so play it safe and we'll wait for this one to go. But yeah, it's kind of funny how, and this one I guess you could say is like the easiest part of the Song of the Hero to acquire, because it really doesn't take too long to get your items back. Like, clearly by far the Pharaon Song of the Hero is the hardest one to get. Like the one in Lanayru, it's not really a trial, it's just that it requires some time. Like you need to go and get a very specific item in order to, you know, actually get the dragon to teach you the verse. But other than that, it's really not that bad. Like honestly, just the Pharaon verse is the one that takes the most amount of time, I guess you could say. So all we have to do here is just cut down these 3 ropes, and once we get this last one with our beetle, well, the fire dragon will be awaiting us on the other side of this drawbridge. So that's that, guys. Hope you're ready. Let's go and meet this dragon. Oh, a man of flesh and blood has walked his way to the heart of my burning hall. Now this is something. If I have the right of it, the mark you bear upon your hand is not just a fashionable decoration. There can be no doubt about it then. The goddess has chosen you to hear the melody I have guarded for her all these years. Listen well, human child. I will sing you my part of the Song of the Hero. And there we go, we learned our second part of the Song of the Hero. Hooray! I'm afraid that eruption was caused by an explosion of my power. It looks like you were caught up in it. My apologies. The skies above this land should clear soon. You should go. And just like that, the skies have cleared and the Eldin province is back to normal, which is good because it actually wouldn't allow us to return to the sky during the volcanic activity. A report, Master. The volcanic activity that impeded your return to the sky earlier has ceased. It is now possible to return to the sky again. Well done, Master. You've acquired the second part of the Song of the Hero. The final part can be found somewhere within the Lanayru Desert. Alright, so looks like we'll be heading there next, but of course we're going to do that in the next video. So if you guys enjoyed this part, a like rating would be greatly appreciated. If you want to see more, consider subscribing. But once again, guys, my name is Matt. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.